What is going on, guys? Smiley's here once again, bringing you another battle. This is another UU battle. I'm sorry, guys. I promise I will bring you other tiers as soon as I can. But I've been playing a lot of UU recently because I've been trying to ladder with this team, and I've actually gotten pretty high. So, um, yeah. Anyways, you guys have seen this team before, but it didn't have a Zapdos on it. I had a Roserade. And so I don't really feel the need to go over my team, except for the fact that the Zapdos is specially defensive. And his team is Bulk City. I mean, like, look at everything. Everything has bulk on his team. It is ridiculous. Like, oh my goodness. Except maybe the Roserade. Maybe. Like, jeez. Um, the one threat I see in his team is the Rhyperior, which for some reason the sprite is messed up, so it doesn't do the animation. You see it's just kind of like sitting there doing nothing. But yeah, the Cresselia is going to be also really annoying to deal with. I always hate facing them because they never die, ever. They sit there and status everything. And anyways, let's just go and get on with the battle. It is a long one, so buckle up. I lead with Victini, which is my standard lead with this team, as he leads with Cofagrigus, and to be honest, I don't know why he led with Cofagrigus. He really had no reason to. And he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which I really don't understand. But zapping Zapdos Burned isn't too big of a deal. As he goes into Cresses, I just decide to go for the safe Discharge. I do not score the Paralysis this time, unfortunately. Here he's gonna, I think, yeah, he just goes for the safe Psychic as I go for the safe Discharge again. And I do miss the Para. I want to get the Paralysis on him to pressure him into Heal Belling if he has it. So yeah, there's that. And he reveals here Charge Beam, and that's kind of weird. I don't think I've ever seen a Charge Beam Cresselia before. I mean, it does absolutely no damage. And he does get the special attack boost. And right here he goes for the Charge Beam again. And I switch to my Snorlax because I know I can take any hits. Here I go for the Crunch because I'm thinking he wants to status me if he has it, and he doesn't status me. The other option was Pursuit and getting damage on it, but yeah, I didn't. Here I'm just going to go for the Blastoise, as I'm pretty sure he's just going to set up rocks this turn. And here I probably should have just Rapid Spun, but instead I go for the Scald. I don't know why I go for the Scald, but I do, as he has a free switch and a Roserade. I'm going to go ahead and switch out into Zapdos, which is especially defensive, as I said before, so it can take any hit this thing wants to deal out. I see Spikes and Black Sludge, so I'm thinking it's more defensive. So pretty much everything on his team has bulk. Here I'm going to go for a Heat Wave. I miss, but it doesn't really matter because he just switches into Crest. And I want to say, yeah, right here I go for the Roost because I want to keep Zapdos at high HP. As he goes for the Toxic, and that's great. He reveals he has the Toxic. He predicted the switch into Snorlax, and now I know I have to be careful for that. Pretty sure he's not going to want a Toxic twice, so I go into Snorlax now as he decides to go for the Charge Beam and gets the special attack boost. But like I said, since I'm a Snorlax, it doesn't even matter. And here I decide to go for the Crunch again. Or no, I double in the Blastoise predicting his Rhyperior. That was actually a good play. Yeah, double in the Blastoise predicting his Rhyperior. I forgot I actually did that. And he's going to go ahead and switch into Milotic as I decide to go for the Spin this turn. So yeah, those hazards are gone. And that's very nice because Rocks affects two members of my team. I can't really do anything in Milotic, so I just go ahead and go into Zapdos, as it reveals the Milotic also has Toxic. And so yeah, getting the Zapdos Burned was actually very helpful for me, as it now cannot get Toxic by anything. And I decided to go for the Discharge. I once again do not get the Paralysis, so that sucks. And right here, I go directly into Victini, just because I'm like, okay, I'm sick of going into Snorlax. I want to get damage on something. And here he makes a weird switch and goes into Cofagrigus. I don't know why. I mean, he doesn't resist V-Create at all. And he has 3 things that he could have switched into that actually resisted. So I don't know why that he switched into that. But he takes about half his damage. And he goes to the Pain Split, which I don't think was necessary. I mean, he still had like 60%. And did not gain much health back at all. But I switch out into Nidoqueen. I guess I was predicting the Cresselia, but I wanted to get rocks up right now because he keeps switching out, and I want him to start taking damage for those switch outs, because he doesn't have a spinner, and so any switch out he makes is going to take stealth rocks damage at least. And here he goes for the charge beam as I switch out from Nidoqueen after he did psychic me, but I felt like getting rocks up was worth it. And I go for crunch again, and I probably should have either pursued it or returned there. I had no reason to sit there crunch because he's not going to take it because he didn't last time. Now here he toxics and he misses, and I think here, yeah, I go for the Scald as he just toxics again. I don't think I needed to do that, but I guess it was an okay play. It wasn't too bad. Could have gone into Victini or something. But I do that now because I'm pretty sure he wants to go into Roserade. As he does go into Roserade, and I predicted correctly. And here I'm going to go ahead and go for the V-Crate, as once again he switches into Gafagrius. I don't know why. I thought he would switch out into something else, especially seeing how much the V-Crate did the first time. Right here, I'm just going to sit in here and, excuse me, take it out with a Psychic, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to want to switch out now. And finally, on turn 28, something dies. Yeah, that's how bulky his team is. He goes for the Scald as I go into Zapdos, and I'm gonna Roost as he switches back into Crest. Pretty sure, seeing that he doesn't have Ice Beam, or he just doesn't want to take a hit from Zapdos. And I believe here I decide to go for another Discharge, and I think it's here. Yes, I do get the Paralysis finally as he goes for the Psychic, and right here I think no, I don't. I switch out into Snorlax as he gets paralyzed. Sorry guys, I've had this battle a while ago and it is long, so it's kind of hard to remember everything I do. And here I go for the return actually, as this time he actually goes in the Rhyperior, which is probably a good play. But he kind of makes a mistake here. As I switch into Blastoise, he decides to go for the Rock Polish. If he had just gone straight for the Earthquake, my Blastoise could not have taken 2, as you'll see right here, and he just loses probably his biggest threat on his team to my team, which is Rhyperior, and yeah, it's just gone. And right now, he's going to have a tough time coming back from this, as he is just going to go in the Roserade, as right here I'm going to decide to go into Snorlax this time. I need more offensive switch instead of Zapdos, which can't really hurt it too badly. As I just decide to go for a return, which does a good amount to the Swampert, and it's looking like a 2-hit KO, which is nice. Right here, he's gonna, I believe, get the poison off, as I barely miss out on the return KO, get lower damage roll, and he lives with 1%. And right here, I'm going to go ahead and switch into Blastoise. I guess I didn't want Snorlax to take any more damage, which was probably a good play because Snorlax counters like the rest of his team besides Swampert. And here, I'm going to go ahead and take it out. Also, if he went for Stealth Rocks, I could have just spun them away. I mean, he could have spammed Stealth Rocks, I guess, but whatever. Here, I'm just going to sack Blastoise. I have no more use for it. Everything he has just deals with it easily. And I lose my first Pokemon. It's turn 40. But I'm going to go into Nidoqueen because I want to get damage off. If he rests, then I can just keep attacking with Nidoqueen, and if he takes me out, it's at a range now where Victini's Grass Knot can easily finish it off. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and go into Victini and go for the Grass Knot and take out the Milotic. And his team is crumbling down to the ground, finally. He's going to go into Cresselia, and it's not going to appreciate a V-Create. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an uninvested V-Create, and that does 53% to a Grass. That is amazing. As all he can really do is go for a Charge Beam. I guess a special attack boost, but it doesn't matter now. Because he's paralyzed, he is still slower than me, and I'm able to easily take him out with the Victini. And yeah, that goes down. And right here, I'm going to decide to just preserve the 4-0 and go out with Snorlax. Could have just sacked it, but I don't know. He goes for the Synthesis, which is, I guess he just thought I was going to win the game there, but doesn't matter. He's going to Giga Drain, and I'm going to return, and another return will take him out easily. So it was kind of a long battle, but I had a lot of battles that day, and this was probably the best one. Even though it was a 4-0, I thought it was okay. I mean, he had a bulky team, and I really had to play around it, making sure my Pokemon did not get status, did not just get worn down by his Pokemon. That rock polish mistake that he made may have cost him the match because that Rhyperior was a huge threat. It might have even taken out my entire team. But yeah, this team has done really well for me. I changed the Heracross to a Mienshao, and that team hasn't lost yet, so yeah, last time I checked that was 35, but I didn't battle. I haven't battled the past couple days, so probably it's lower now. But yeah, I might do an RMT for Smogon for this team. I like it a lot. Anyways, guys, this has been Smiley's. I do hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, rating, comment with anything you have anything to say, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Have an excellent day.